Welcome back, my sensual sombreros, to Zooter 5. First thing I want to do is I want to see if I can dive deep enough to get this heart. I can. Can I get the red rupee? How deep can we dive? Not deep enough to get anything else. Gotta leave everything else down there. Hello, what does this Zora talk about? What do you want? He doesn't want to talk to me, apparently. Also, you might notice, or you might not, but if you didn't, we have the tracker updated. I was informed by the creator, Countdown, that I was using the outdated version, and I didn't even know it. But in my defense, the tracker had an option to update automatically, and I did that, and it didn't update to like the newest version. But the newest version has like a moving background, which I think is very nice. I was checking to see if there's any pots in here. There is not. The new tracker is a bit more up to date, a bit more modern, and a bit more user friendly, and includes all of the new settings as well, because there's a map tracker in the counter, and you can use it to find any check that you might be looking for on the Ocarina of Time overworlds. Hello, Mr. Owl. I'm going to, actually I do not want to grab onto him, because I just remembered there's some stuff to do over here. Okay, we'll have to go back for the Deku Scrubs that were under the owl's grave. Well, that wasn't the grave of the owl. He's still alive. I don't know whose grave that is. That's just over on that little island in Lake Hylia. And we'll never know. And there is some stuff for us to do. Hey, no, don't do it! I told you not to do it. It was ultimately your downfall. Does he have a price? 27. Dang, we broke as a joke. It kind of sucks that we can't get a job. Well, actually, it's probably a good thing that we can't get a job, seeing as we're a child. Although, I think child labor should be allowed, because what if a kid wants to make money to buy something and their parents won't give them any money for it? I feel like kids should have an option to go out there and work and make money so they can buy stuff for themselves. Otherwise, they're at the mercy of their parents. We get a weird egg. Is it as weird as me, though? Also, I haven't talked about it yet, but see these beehives up here? They have potential random items in them. But we have no way to break them at the moment. Unless, can we use a bomb chew to break them open? No. Beehives are bomb chew proof. Foiled. Good morning to Quad Sun and his P-Hat Angel that guards him. You know, P-Hats are kind of close to biblically accurate angels. If you just cover them in eyeballs and they're... I wouldn't really see the difference. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I tricked them. Oh no, they're coming back. I hear them. Go, 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 go. Get in the bunker. More treasure chests for me. Now that we have the weird egg, we can go back and say hi to Zelda. Some people were upset that I'm not tracking bloopies on this randomizer. But you know, I value my time to a certain degree. I know it doesn't always show with the type of content I make, since lots of my videos take a million hours to create, like my Planet Coaster videos. But having to manually track all the bloopies when we have pot and freestanding rupee randomizer on would be literal torture. Okay, maybe not literal torture. Would it be figurative torture? No, that's not right either. Metaphorical torture? And I think literal torture is what I'm looking for. All right, let's back it up all the way to Zora River, which is tucked right here back in the corner. It's a very insignificant entrance. Like, you wouldn't even know that there's something special over here, looking from the outside. There's no archways, no pillars, nothing. The Zoras are trying to remain inconspicuous because they're trying to avoid potential gentrification, which has become pretty rampant in Hyrule nowadays. There's just, since the Zelda games have become so popular, the real estate in Hyrule has just skyrocketed. No, not another bloop. I just realized our mask was replaced with the weird egg. Can I get it back? Oh, I can press left to get it back. Very cool. Also, for some reason, the D-pad shortcut doesn't work for the masks, which is why I had to equip it to the C button. It works for the ocarina and the iron boots and stuff, but for some reason it doesn't work for the masks. I'm not sure if that's a glitch for me. This might be a Song of Storms grotto. It is. At least I got my heart back. Mr. Bean Man. 60 rupees. Dang, inflation in Hyrule is almost equivalent to how bad it is in real life. I can't tell what's worse, honestly. I think the craziest thing about inflation is, like, we're encouraged to go out and do stuff and be a part of civilization and society. But you can't go out and do anything without spending at least $50 nowadays. I mean, you can go to the park and stuff. Like, there's still a few things out there that are free. But it's really hard to convince friends to want to go to the park when they could just stay home and play really interesting video games for free. Like, the fact that Fortnite is a free game with, like, unlimited gaming potential, and, like, same with Roblox, feels kind of dangerous to society in certain ways. Like, I guess it's kind of safer because people are staying inside and just staying safe from physical threats in the world. But also, that's how we become soft. And then that's how we're taken over by the aliens. Aliens are real. I've played Majora's Mask. And I know Majora's Mask mimics real life. I'm fairly certain anyways. Everything in video games mimics real life, right? Hope you can swim. If not, there's just gonna be a floating chicken breast floating down the river like Huckleberry Finn. Like, and with a nice moan, our chicken egg hatched. Was there anything under this rock? What just happened? Oh no! I hit the chicken! I was like, what's going on? Whoa, that rocket dropped bomb shoes. That was kind of interesting. Get in the bunker again! Everything is out to kill me. See, this is why we stay inside and play video games nowadays. Because all the chickens outside have gone mad in protest. Ooh, Goron bracelet! We got a little bit of meat on them scrawny arms. Now we'll be able to lift stuff. Like bushes. I am so strong. I can become a professional gardener. Today's comment question of the day is going to be a bit introspective for you guys. If you had to work a job that demanded heavy physical labor, like some sort of construction job, landscaping, and working on building highways, if you had to do a job that was very physical and not some sort of like mental, intellectual, customer servicey type job, what would you work? And you have to do this job for the next 20 years of your life. So if you were forced to do a manual labor job for the next 20 years of your life, what would you choose? Well, that could have gone better. Now, I worked a construction job for over 10 years, like maybe 15 years of my life. Bringing up child labor earlier, I definitely did thousands of hours of child labor growing up to help build up my dad's construction business. And my dad justified it by saying that I had to do that as a child to have a roof over my head and stuff like that. Looking back, I don't know if that's actually a justifiable reason to make me work construction a lot as a kid, but I guess it built a work ethic within me. So I can't complain too much. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I'll share the fact that I did it, but I'm not going to complain about it because complaining gets me nowhere in life. But I did do so much construction over my life from like 6 years old all the way up until I was in my 20s. And I even did construction like part-time when I was in my 20s, helping my dad with various jobs. Used to do lots of house remodels, kitchen remodels. We built houses, like contracted them, built hundreds of decks. Oh my lord. I know how to build a good deck, like a really high quality deck. If you need me to hook you up with a deck, you know who to message. But I'm appreciative of it, because once I was like 15 years old, he started paying me, and that's how I was able to save up and buy a computer so I could start Let's Playing. And that's how I bought all my video games, because my parents wouldn't buy me video games. They were very anti-video game. So if I wanted any video games, I had to like work construction jobs for under minimum wage, because if you pay minimum wage, then it's technically considered child labor. So I think he got around child labor laws by having me work under minimum wage. Pretty sure that's the loophole, which is kind of weird to think that you can get around child labor laws by not paying the kid. But you know, I got small amounts of money, and I used that to buy video games, and eventually I would work summers with him until I was able to buy my own computer, and then I used that to start doing Let's Plays. And then I think it was through doing all that work that I was motivated to make sure YouTube paid off for me, because I really didn't want to continue doing construction jobs. They were honestly pretty damn terrible for the most part. Mainly because I couldn't like socialize with other kids and stuff while doing those. I had to, you know, I'd be working all summer, be working on construction sites with my dad and maybe a few other like adult men. And so, you know, I used the desire to escape the manual labor force as like my fuel to make sure my YouTube career would take off, so I could do that instead of having to work construction for the rest of my life. But hey, a built character, and I think I'm a better person because of it. And overall, I am thankful for the opportunity to be able to save up and buy a computer and do all that kind of stuff. Because look at where I am now. Living my dream, playing my favorite childhood games for people all around the world. Okay, so we're going to go back into the guard shack, because several commenters let me know that we can actually, indeed, reach the pots up on these upper sections by jumping off the crate. There we go. And then also, lots of people let me know that it's easier to break pots just by shielding while holding a pot. There we go. Link, why did you not jump? Is it because you're white? Link, what are you doing? You fool! Can I reach it from this crate? No. Can I only get that one pot? I think so. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can see Lon Lon Ranch from here. Also, am I the only person who thinks these torches with the fire look like fry baskets? I'm pretty sure Five Guys has fry baskets that look just like that. They just put some wax paper inside a crisscross cone, and it holds your fries. It's like a French fry ice cream cone. Kind of. Now let's go visit the Princess Zelda. Because surely she has something good for us. I would sure hope anyways. And we have the weird egg, which I do need to mark that on the tracker. It's up to chicken status. But what's that weird bird thing? For some reason, I've never noticed that weird bird on the archway. It's very fancy. If somebody wants to, can they buy me that so I can put it over my fireplace mantle? I want a weird bird over my fireplace mantle. Now, lots of people have told me that they really enjoy the settings that we have for this randomizer, and I'm very happy. After playing lots of randomizers, I feel like I'm able to choose the settings that lead to the most entertaining type of series. And I've tested a lot of options out, done lots of Zooter streams, and I've really done some trial and error with all of that. And also, last episode's comment question, I had you guys tell me what game you wanted the next Zelda movie to be based off of. And I also ran a poll over on my community tab, which is something I'll be doing a bit more frequently on this series. 42% of people said that they would want an Ocarina of Time movie. And then 30% was for Twilight Princess, which I am currently reading the Twilight Princess manga right now. I am almost done with the second book. And after seeing all the additional details that the manga adds to Twilight Princess, I have to say, I think I would prefer for Twilight Princess to get the manga. It just literally feels like it'd be the perfect movie. It's so dark and so real, and already there's like so many life lessons that I'm learning from this manga, like really deep life lessons. For example, at one point, King Bulbin, he kidnaps Ilia, the girl that is like a teenager that Link kind of has a crush on in Twilight Princess. And then he thinks that Ilia is gonna fall in love with him because he kills Link. He actually kills Link in the manga and chops off his arm. It's freaking dark. And he kills lots of the people from the village. And then he thinks that since he's the most powerful and proved his power by winning with brute force, he thinks Ilia is gonna fall in love with him and be practically his princess because he thinks that that's how world order works. The strongest are the ones who reap the rewards and stuff. But then Ilia doesn't like him, and he ends up being like super confused and like distraught. He's like, wait, I thought the people who won with brute force are supposed to get what they want from this world. And then he has an existential crisis while looking over the barren wasteland. And he's like, what? What is happening? He literally, his reality crumbles around him. He has an entire ego death, and it's really deep. And that's just like one example of some really interesting introspection that we see in the Twilight Princess manga. I will give you guys more details in the future. I'm thinking about making some videos talking about the manga and going through some of the cool traits that they add to Link and the other characters, along with the world building. Like, part of me like wants to do a Twilight Princess Let's Play and then incorporate information about the manga into my commentary and like kind of intertwine the two. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to figure it out as I'm trying to make even more good Zelda content. Then 20% of people said that they want a Majora's Mask movie, which I honestly think Majora's Mask would also make one of the best movies, but I think they need a movie over Ocarina of Time first, something that like kind of fits the traditional Zelda concept. Oh my lord. We just got like one of the best possible items. So they upgraded the bunny hood to make it like Majora's Mask, to where you actually run at 1.5 times speed, and the fact that we got this so early is the most amazing thing ever. I don't know if adult Link can wear it. What are those floppy things on your head? Ears? That mask makes you look like you have 4 ears. You have a problem with that? What about this mask? It must be exciting to sneak past the guards while wearing that mask. Wait, for real? You can sneak past the guards while wearing this? I need to test out this theory. Oh my gosh. What does she say if we just talk to her as regular Link? My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. I'm not afraid, but I'm a little bit intimidated by her thick thighs. Oh. And Impa gives us a bloopy. Of course she does. Okay, I really need to go test this theory real fast and see if we can actually sneak past the guards with the skull mask. Because this is news to me. I didn't even realize the mask had those types of features. Okay, let's see if this is real life. Are we now invisible to the guards? Oh no. At least not those guards. What about the ones inside the castle? Before I do that, I am going to go to the treasure chest minigame, because we should be able to get some prizes there. At least a couple. I know all the treasure chests are randomized in it. I don't know how that's going to work in this randomizer. I've actually never had this setting turned on before. I seem to have misplaced my keys, but I have a fun item to sell instead. Okay. A Gerudo Training Ground key. Do we have a key for this? Navi is just so smart. Where did she get those brains? Okay, I'm still gonna go test this guard theory. Good moaning. You can only sneak past the guards during the daytime because there's an actual guard blockade during the night, which I'm wondering if we can pass with the skull mask. I'm now so like intrigued. Let's put it on and we're about to find out. What? Okay, she was straight up lying to us. She just wanted us to get in trouble at this point. Hey, we can play some more bomb shoe bowling now. There might be some other good prizes here. We still haven't found hardly any items that open stuff up for us. Like the Goron bracelet will kind of help as an adult while pushing larger blocks. Purple rupee, okay. This is for some profits. I am a prophet for Quad Sun. Oh, here we go again. We have a sidewall one. Boom, baby. Move, move. Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome. I do have to also mention, I know it's kind of past the conversation topic, but lots of people with the Zelda movies said they want a Zelda movie that has a completely different new script and narrative. They don't want it based off of any of the games, which is understandable, and also a recovery heart, really? And I'm gonna win just because I don't want to lose. I think it's really funny. Nobody said they want a movie based off of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which I have to agree. But also, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like the most lacking of a story out of any of the Zelda games. Really huge worlds, but not much story to fill it up with. Like, there's some world building, but not much more than that. We got this, we got this, we got this. You! Stay out the way, stay out the way. Yes, sir. A beautiful recovery heart that we can't even hold. Let's see, is there any other good prizes? I don't think so. Yeah, bomb shoes, actually, I'll take this. We need more bombs, that's for sure. Also, congratulations to Trevin F for winning the very first game auction. I sold Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, and it even came with a little booklet, and Trevin F was the winner of the auction. Now, from now on, the rest of the games I'm selling are gonna be over eBay, because I realize it's a bit easier to do that, and a lot of people advise that I use eBay instead. So the next game we will be selling is a really popular one. It's Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door for the GameCube. This is one that you are not gonna wanna miss up on, because it's like one of the rarest games out there for the GameCube. It is really rare. I think we're done with the bomb shoe bowling for now. But yeah, go over to the eBay and check it out. It's definitely worth auctioning on. Maybe you can get it for a cheaper price than a game store, depending on how savage people get with their bids. I love a good auction. Auctions are fun. Next, I'm gonna go back to the Lost Woods, because now that we have bomb shoes, there's some more stuff we can do over there. Also, for some reason, I never picked up this bloopy behind the house. It wasn't randomized, but it still needs to be picked up, because I am a big supporter of the No Bloopy Left Behind program. Very important piece of legislation that was introduced into our government, and I want to make sure that I honor that piece of legislation because it actually means a lot to me. I care deeply about all the bloopies of the world. Alright, time to blow up another rock and reap the benefits that are down below. I think we're almost done with all the stuff we can do as Young Link at this point. With our current items, we can't go to the Great Deku Tree. Can't go to Zora's Domain. Actually, we probably can get into Dodongo's Cavern because we have the Goron Bracelet. So that's where we're going to be heading next. But there's one more rock back here, blocking some Deku Scrubs. Nothing under that rock, right? Oh, I forgot. With freestanding items, there is a check underneath that rock. So much new stuff to unearth. And we have 2 scribbles down here. All 2 for the price of 1. 14 rupees, good prices. Hover boots! We get the butter shoes. Slippery, cold, but you feel the heat. We can afford both. I'm loving that. Wow. I manifested a recovery heart by saying I'm loving that. And now let's go over to Goron City. Ooh, the rupee respawned as a bloopy. Is this a good farming spot? We need. Oh wait, I just realized we have. Oh, we don't have Deku sticks. But how do we not have Deku sticks? Didn't I find Deku sticks? I totally thought I did. Oh no, we found like 1 Deku stick and I think I used it up. I think? Beats me. All I know is that there's no Deku stick there now, and there's nothing I can do about it. Alright. Big boom. Slip through these 2 rocks. And in the next episode, we will start exploring Goron City. Thank you all for watching, everybody.
The childish now I die slow. I just wanna go and get it like a jaguar.